What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Progress Mindset Podcast, a lifestyle podcast where we talk about everything from health, wealth, emotional being, politics, money, you name it. I'm your co-host, Afia, and I'm with my co-host, Franz, and we're getting ready to get into it. Yeah. Franz,
Hey, what's up, Fia? How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm well.
How was your weekend and everything?
Weekend was good. Um, it was good. It was good. I can't complain. Just been enjoying the nice weather
Yeah, it was
lately.
crazy hot in New York today. Today, yesterday, day before.
Yeah, I don't enjoy the humidity. So I think a little bit of rain was definitely needed.
Yeah.
So we got some rain.
Yeah, but it's like ugly rain.
Yeah, but it was especially today. It was so humid. And to the point where I was like, I really don't care if it just start pouring right now. And if it
I ain't
does,
gonna lie to you. Like when they said it was rain, I kept looking at the sky like, you gonna rain? You gonna rain? It's rain. Like I think that's probably the first time ever I actually wanted it to rain.
well, I love rain. It
No.
does like I'm telling you, like I love the rain. It doesn't really matter when it rains. I don't mind it raining in the winter, summer, spring. As long as it doesn't rain every day. I
Mhm.
like the rain because I feel like when it rains, it just calm everything down. Like
Mhm.
everything just take a step back. Go back in your house.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It relaxes my mind. Whenever it rains, it's just like I don't know. Even if I'm driving, you just gotta be extra careful. But it's just to me, it's such a wonderful
You
thing when it
drive
rains.
in the rain. People drive crazier in the rain, or is it just me?
No, they do.
I'm always like, why are people speeding in the rain?
They do. That's when you should be extra careful, and then they wanna like bully the road. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
you're not the only one. I see that all the time. I'm always on the road, so I witness it all. People are always speeding up. It's just switching lane without using their signal, like right in front of you. So it's just me. I can relate. What about yourself? What's new? What you been up to?
Mm, nothing really. I just try to have a relaxing weekend. I had a pretty busy week. I have a pretty busy couple of weeks in June. Um,
You need a vacay.
I know. I definitely concur.
Yeah, because I know you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
You need to
I
take.
mean, this weekend I was really watching like a lot of like the news on Naomi, Osaka,
Right.
and how she's really basically getting bashed because she wants to focus on her mental health. Can you believe that? That's
You,
crazy.
you kidding me?
Yeah, they're saying like she needs to basically suck it up,
Suck
and
it up.
she gets paid for that, and the girl is literally saying, "I'm sad." How much more of a cry for help do you need?
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, how much more?
And she's putting it on the front line too. That's if she's when was the last time you even hear anything from that girl? I'm not a I mean, I don't follow tennis as much, but I know, from watching her over the past year or two, I never really hear anything negative about her. It's just like her focusing on her sport. But the fact that she came out and, and actually says that, should it's a
That's
basically it's a
that's a
red
lot.
flag.
Yeah, that is a lot. You know how hard it is to ask for help.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to say, I am sad, I'm not good, and for them to bash her for it, like she's not a human being.
Right.
It's rather her speak out than hurt in silence, and then we'll be saying rip Naomi.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we shouldn't be that hard on celebrities. Are humans too. I know they get paid and whatever, but at the
Hmm.
end of the day, like, sometimes people just fall into celebrity status.
Right. Exactly.
Like that's
Especially.
probably the case with her. She was a really good player, and
Mm-hmm.
it came out of nowhere. Well, not out of nowhere. Obviously, she'd been putting in years of work,
Right.
but in the eyes of the media, you know what I mean. She probably wasn't prepared for this. So the girl is actually take a step back, and I'm very proud that she's doing that.
Yeah, it's taking a stand, and that can
Because she's in the height of her career, and she's saying, "I choose me." I think that's very, very admirable.
and I applaud that. She should stick to her guts and
Mm-hmm.
just do what's right for her. At the end of the day, you gotta put yourself first. If you feel like you at the point where you really, really need help, that's she's doing I feel like she's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I feel like she's doing the right thing. So what? Like, you know what I mean? So what she wanna step back. Like these people, like after you finish playing a tough game, they expect you to do all these things, answering all these questions from all these different type of reporters. That could be frustrating for her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not could be. It is frustrating. Obviously, it's frustrating for her. So,
And they ask stupid questions sometimes.
of course,
How many times have you seen Serena Williams like, not today?
she don't play that.
Like they ask stupid questions. So,
Well, yeah, and I did hear. You know what? I did overhear about this. I think I was listening to Hot 97 and they touched base on it. I think because I believe it was last week. Because
mm-hmm.
I think even Serena, they said Serena.
What's to blame? It's crazy.
Well, then this said Serena came out and support her too. You
Yeah,
know,
but the media was trying to say, "Oh, it's Serena's fault." Like Serena's somewhere minding her business. It's her Serena's fault. How?
mm,
They people just reach.
yeah, that's just the media for you. I feel like they focus more on the negative, than
Mm-hmm.
anything else. This should be turned that to more of a success story. They should be applauding her. The fact that she have the guts to come out to millions and millions of people and just admit that she have an issue. We should embrace her and then just try to support her. If she's going through something, she don't feel like she want to be bothered right now. That's what they should do. They should just support her. I think I believe was it the French Open? Which one is that?
I think it was the French Open, but again, don't quote me because.
Yeah, like I say, I'm not. I love tennis and stuff, but I don't really follow it as much. But yeah, I think they had put out a statement or something like that. But yeah, that's not the only. It's not the end of the day. There's other tournaments. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, if she want to take this one off, it is what it is. Let her be. Let her get some clarity.
Yep,
So,
absolutely.
so what we getting into today? What we talking about? What conversation are we having with our people today?
Well, today we're gonna discuss money matters. How exciting! Finances. Woo!
Cha-ching.
Yes,
Wow. So since
we are going to dive into budgeting, ways to save money,
hmm
and things like that. Especially with this 2020 2021,
right.
we realize that at any moment you could lose your job, or you know never know. So it is important to save that money.
Yeah, have a little backup plan,
Have a little next egg.
have a backup plan. So since you inform us of what we're gonna talk about, kick it off. I'm all ears. We all ears. We wanna hear. Wanna hear about the money.
All right, let's get into it.
Take me to school.
All right, so um budgeting, right? The big B. Um I know for me, I find it important to budget. Um, Not because, it's important to have like a nest egg just in case like something happens, but it just really, you need to know where your finances are going.
Mm-hmm.
So one way is that I would say to budget, which is for me the most important rule is when you get paid to pay yourself.
Mm.
That is important. So what does that mean to pay yourself, right? You obviously have your bills, you obviously have, the things that you take care of, your groceries, your lifestyle and things like that. Create like a budget where you break down your finances, your responsibilities, the things that you have to do, the things that you want to do, and the things that you need to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So before, sometimes we get paid and then we're just like, we think we're so rich, balling out of control, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until Con Ed comes, rent comes, car insurance, car note, all that. And you're like, damn, where my money go?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, if let's say like at the beginning of the month, most of us have the most bills, I will probably pay myself less so that I could save more. All right. So again, what I mean by pay myself. So let's say I want to go out to dinner, or there's something that I wanted to buy for myself. So I create a realistic budget without me going over my finances. And let's say like I pay myself $100, right? For example,
Mm-hmm.
when I get paid. Now out of that $100, anything outside of that I can't touch. So it doesn't matter if I have savings. I ignore it like I don't have the money. So whatever I want to do for the next 2 weeks, next week, however you get paid, if it doesn't cover the $100 that I'm paying myself, I can't do it.
Mm. Nice.
And that's how I like stay focused. It's easy to say, "Oh, I got money in the bank. I just use this. I got paid a little extra this week." No, like whatever I gotta do, it better be within that $100. And again, I'm just using that as an example.
Correct.
So that $100 is gonna cover if I want a shirt, if I want to have drinks, if I want to, go to the movies, whatever it is. That $100 is that budget for the 2 weeks. That's it. And
Mm-hmm.
if I have any extra, kudos to me. It can roll over. But don't ever treat your extra like free money. It's not. It is money that you still work for. Now, after I pay myself, I obviously, pay my bills, do the things that I have to do as an adult, and then after I do that, I do the necessities like, maybe I need to go to the supermarket and things like that. And then if I do have a little extra after paying myself, paying my necessities and things like that, it goes into savings.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't think of it as, well, after paying myself and saving, I got extra money. No, it goes into savings. Now, one thing I do that's very, very, very beneficial to me. So when I get paid, I put a percentage of my check into another bank account. So my main bank account is going to show like whatever percentage it is, but it's like, let's say 75% of my check, right, goes into my main account, my Chase account. That's my check. The other 25%, that's my savings, right? So that's untouchable savings. So that sounds like savings I don't even touch. I don't see it. As far as I know, I didn't even get paid that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now on top of that, the back thing that I was going about saying the extra is that I still try to save maybe like 10% of that in my check-ins.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm saving twice. So in the event, because we live in the real world, like the money that is in my check-ins, I don't get to save a little extra. It's okay, right? Because I already divide my check and I already saved a percentage of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I do try to have the mindset of like I have this savings, which I don't know about, but I also want to save in my checkings as well.
Right.
Just to condition myself. So for me, that's just important to have a percentage of your check where and it doesn't even have to be a big amount, because again, I am realistic. I know we live in the real world, and sometimes people live check to check.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you could just save $20, like just $20, just try to save something. For me, um, when I go into work every day, I used to like pick up a cup of coffee on the way. No more. I wake up early. Um, I make my tea. I have it in my hot mug, and I make my breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know how much a bagel and a coffee can save you a day, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
5 days a week, 31 days in a month, like you could be cutting costs. Now, I'm not saying like every once in a while, sometimes we want like a hot breakfast or we're like stressed, we want something special. That's fine. One thing that I do when I get paid, is something that my mom taught me, is like, you work hard, treat yourself. So I'll have one treat outside of paying myself and outside of my budget. And that will go to like say I want a frappuccino or something, but that's it, just one. So that I could discipline myself and say, okay, I need to stay on course, because that $4, when you see those withdrawals coming out of your bank account every day or whatever it is, it doesn't look so pretty at the end. We're like, where will my money
Yep.
go? um, Canceling like unnecessary subscriptions and memberships. That is a huge way to save money. I know some of us, we have Netflix, we have Hulu, we have all these streaming apps. When all we need is one. I know sometimes Netflix and Hulu's, yeah, they show different things, but decide which one is has the better budget for your money. Like
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a point I had Amazon, and I had to be real with myself. Those Amazon movies are whack. Like I'm paying this for what when I have Netflix and Hulu. So I had to cut down. Now I only have one. And the really cool thing that someone at AT&T told me about is that I have Watch TV, and it comes free with my monthly bill for my cell phone. That's another streaming app, and I get like all the major networks on that Watch TV app. So that also encouraged me, like, okay, so I could cut down on my Hulu because I got a free streaming service that comes with my cell phone. And I know you probably have something too, with T-Mobile. France, you should probably look into that.
What?
They give you freebies sometimes with your monthly bill.
Mm.
Yeah, so look into what your providers, what freebie your maybe cell phone providers have that you could cut costs
Oh
somewhere
yeah,
else.
I know Sprint used to offer. I think it's Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm terrible at those. I'm terrible at freebies, but I need to get better at taking advantage.
You like to not save money. I want all of it, all of it.
Yeah, I need to work. I need to work on that. I think I'm such a typical male. Just yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I
And
gotta.
so, when you go to supermarket, that's another thing. You ever heard the expression "don't go to the supermarket if you're hungry"?
Yeah.
Because you will buy everything.
No, of course.
So I go there with a list, and it's very hard because I mainly shop in Stop and Shop, and everything is on sale most of the time. So I write down a list of my important stuff, and I try my hardest to stick to that list. And the great thing about Stop and Shop is that when you shop, you get like points, which saves you money, and that shaves off your bill as well. Which drives me to my other point. Download apps that can give you cash back. Like for me, I have Rakuten, and every time I shop online, depending on the store, I can get cash back on that. With my supermarket, my groceries, I have the app Ibotta. And basically, you just check off the things that they're running promotions on, and you can get cash back on your groceries.
Mm-hmm.
And you can withdraw those, you can buy gift cards, whatever it is, put that back. That's money that you're you're getting back for shopping. Um, I know that I also do Acorn. That's an app that it rounds up your change, and you could save the money, save it or invest it. If you guys are interested, look up, you know, that app, Acorn. But those apps that will help you save money while you're spending money, that's another great way. I
Mm.
know sometimes when I'm go to the supermarket, I go in my Ibotta app, and I get back like $11.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yep, great way to save money.
Wow.
But the key important thing in saving money is budget, make a plan, stick to the plan. I know sometimes, we might like to dip because we have it, but out of sight, out of mind. And keep
Wow.
minimal cash too. I know for me, like if I have $20 on me, it's gone by the end of the day. It's something about a 20 that as soon
Mm-hmm.
as it's in your hands, it is gone.
Yep.
So I try to keep minimal cash on me because I know once I look at I got a dollar, oh I gotta spend it.
Mm-hmm. But when it's your card, you so afraid to
Yeah,
swipe. You be like, oh man, I
you're
want to
like,
buy.
damn, hope this hit. But yeah, definitely budget, pay yourself, and that's the easiest way for me to save money. But you have to have a budgeting goal. You can't just blindly say you're gonna save without a plan. So if you want to start small, $20, move up, $100, whatever it is. Um, Pay yourself, budget, have a plan, and I create a Excel sheet too of where is my money going
Nice.
to make sure like okay, I could definitely cut corners here, you know.
Right.
But just I just have a budget for everything. A budget of what I'm gonna spend gas on, a budget on what I'm gonna spend groceries on. Some days I guess we go over. We're human, but um, it definitely helps to keep me on track. Because again, sometimes you're just like, oh, I got a little paid, a little extra, I got a little monthly bonus. Extra money is not extra money.
Exactly.
So like the same way you have a goal, like you save for your rent, your mortgage, whatever it is, have a goal that you want in your bank account monthly, weekly, bi-weekly, yearly, whatever it is to help you to stay focused.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you, France?
Wow. But I'm just so blown about all the details and information you had on saving money, because I'm definitely taking some pointers based on what you said right now. Just taking it all in,
I'm like,
and writing some key notes. So that's some good stuff. That's some great golden nuggets right there. That can be useful for anybody. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
I mean, I would, I have like one or two other things that I can add to the list of when you're saving money, because as for me, I'm from the Caribbean, so we have something that we call that we do. Africans do it. A lot of people from the Caribbean, Americans as well. We all do it. It's called like a susu. It's basically if you're not that good, or if you just want another way of saving money, let's say for example that you have something that you want to purchase, or you want to invest into something at a certain point in the future. You can join a susu where you probably pay, I would say, like $100 every month, for example. And then each week is somebody else's hand. As you get the hands, you do what you was planned to do with the money. If for example the total amount is $5,000, you want to take that $5,000 to put into your saving or in a CD or whatever it is you want to do, is very helpful. Because I know I used that in the past, because growing up back then, man, I was terrible at saving. So I would try, but the amount I was making wasn't much anyway. So but it doesn't matter how much you're making, you can still find a way to save. But try telling that to a young guy or a young boy or a teenager. You'd be like, oh no, I don't make enough, I make just enough to go out, hang out, buy some sneakers and
Mhm.
clothes, and I'm good. That's our language. But as an
Mhm.
adult, you learn to stretch things and make things work. So I would say a susu is definitely a good way to save money. It helped me. It helped me. Got my first car. The first vehicle I got, I had the money like 3 times because I did the susu. I did the susu one year. I had the money to get my car. I didn't have my license, so I didn't get it. So and then I don't know what I ended up doing with the money. I was real young, so I used the money on other thing. And then the next following year, I was like, oh, maybe it might be time to get the car now. Let me do a susu again. I did like I forgot how much it was, but it was a good amount. And I did it, and I just continued to do it. That became a way of me learning how to save money, because when you join those things, you signing a contract, is you making a commitment. So you have to, like, you got to come up with that money every week, no matter what, because like I said, every week is someone's hand. Basically, it's time for them to get paid. So that helped me purchase some things that I really needed, or helped me save money in the past. So I would say Susu. Another way of saving, this can work for married couples. This can work for people that's dating, but that's in a serious dating relation. Let's say you're in a serious relationship where you see you guys might have a future, or whatever it is. You're just in a relationship, and maybe you guys want to share responsibility of when you go out, let's say on a little vacation, or when you go out to an event, or let's say you guys have a party, you going to like let's say a baby shower, or a friend's birthday gathering, and you guys gonna go out and you're gonna spend money. There's a way the thing I came up with that I used to do. I even tried it myself in the future, and it worked perfectly. So basically, the two of y'all will come up with a plan of how much money you can save, like every time you get paid. For example, let's say you guys can only afford $10 after each paycheck. So after each paycheck, we both take that $10, which would be a total of $20. We put it somewhere. So the person that's the most responsible, which at the time, which wasn't me, um, which most responsible, hold the money. So every time we get paid, you take that $10, you put it somewhere. You take that $10, you put it somewhere. But you just remain consistent with it. And then I don't know, it could either be in a safe, or it could be in a bank account. But when I did it, it was in the house. So the person that was better with money held the money. And to be honest with you, it worked for me, because I it's like when it was time to take a little trip, or when it was time to do something together, it was a way that we can use our money. So that became our money. So it wasn't just my money. So it's both of our money. So, and I know sometimes when people are dating, or or whatever it is, it could be a marriage. Like one, sometimes I think the ball is more in one court than the other. So if you want to kind of try to split it, have put it where it will be halfway to the point where it feel like both parties are participating on treating each other. That's a great way, because you're never gonna feel like the guy's paying is always paying, or the woman is always paying. Because I know some ladies, like, sometimes they go out, who know, they probably you know um paying for that whole meal, or the guy, he's probably always paying and never felt like you get a break. That's a great way that you guys can meet halfway. It doesn't have to be for everything, but that just for special events, like when we going out with our friends, we can just pull out that money and then be like, oh no, how much you think we're gonna need? Oh, we're gonna need $200 out of that money that we've been saving. Okay, let's take out that $200. So when we go out to dinner with the friends, or we got to buy a gift, we take that out, and we spend that money. So I'm not gonna touch I'm not gonna touch my personal income, and you're not gonna touch your personal income. We're gonna take money out of the account that we created together. Like I would say, two people that have a future, two people that get along, um, like that's honest with each other. That's not gonna dip into the money, because it can also cause issues. So you have to kind of trust each other on that level. And those are the two ones that I had to add to along to Fia's money saving tips. But in all, when it comes to saving, in whatever ways that you are doing it, it requires a commitment. For when you decided that you're gonna save money. You decided that whether it's $10 a day, whether it's $20 a day, whether it's $25 a week that you're gonna save, it requires a commitment. And a commitment is an agreement or a promise to do something. So basically, when you make that commitment, you setting up an agreement with yourself that you're gonna hold yourself responsible to do it. So if it's $5 you're gonna save, just make sure that you stay on top of it. Make sure you stay on top of yourself, that you're gonna save that $5, that you're gonna take out that $5 and put it towards whatever you're gonna put it in, whether it's your saving, whether it's your checking, whatever it is, a CD, um, retirement plan, whatever it is you saving that you put in that $5, you should definitely make a commitment. And when we fail on our commitments, our integrity and self-esteem or demand it diminish, because which will lead to people not really trusting you. Because let's say you make a commitment with your friends that you was gonna do something, or you made it with yourself. When you don't do it, people will turn not to trust you. You lose their trust. So when you make a commitment is a very, very big deal. Making a commitment is a very big deal, because sometimes we commit to certain things. We say we're gonna do something, and then we don't do it. We let fear break your commitment. You know what I mean? So you should be very careful with your terminology, with the terms that you use. When you use the word commitment, it is a very, very powerful word. So committing to something, meaning that okay, I made an agreement, I made up my mind, I'm gonna do it. So if you make a commitment, you should remember your words. stay, stay true to your word when you use the word commitment.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you are I would say decided that you're gonna save money, is all about taking action. Don't wait on it. I would say doing nothing is never the right answer. So when you say that I'm gonna save money, just take action and just be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Start saving today. whatever amount you can afford. Like I would say, you could have a plan, whether it's a susu you doing, whether it's $10 you saving a day. Like at the end of the day, just time that $10, time that $20 by the amount of days in the year, and then just see what you get. You know what I mean? Even if you decided to, let's say you decided to save $20 a day and you do it for half of the year, not time that by the half of the year, and you're gonna see what you get. It's still an improvement. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So you still kept your commitment. It's just that you fell short, but you didn't. You failed to make it to the end. But there's nothing wrong with failing. You know what I mean? At least you gain something. You gain some knowledge. You gain some discipline while doing that. Just have a plan and be consistent. Like I said, be very consistent with it. Like if you decide that you're gonna save, just make sure that you commit and you're gonna put in that amount every day. Um, like Afia says, sacrifice that cup of coffee. You know, because that cup of
Mhm.
coffee causes you. Like she hit the nails right in the head with that cup of coffee, because those things goes a long way when you go to Dunkin' Donut. You know what I mean? Getting you a cup of coffee with those fancy cup of coffee. What's the what's iced coffee,
Lattes and
latte? Very expensive, right? A medium latte is like almost $5.
mhm.
And if you put in extra stuff in it, forget about it. I would say sacrifice that lottery tickets. You know what I mean? That little money you put into lottery tickets every day, cut that short. Instead of you buying these little lottery tickets every day, decrease that by twice a year. I mean, twice a week. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Twice a week, or just instead of you doing it every day, just cut it half, and the money that you're supposed to be spending buying lottery tickets, put that away and see what you get. Um, don't say I'm gonna wait until I have money or get a better paying job to start saving. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Begin with what you have. Do it now, 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 now. Don't wait, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what little you're making. You know what I mean? Because the crazy thing is, I have watched people that make such little money and makes such big impact. Then you be like, yo, how in the world? Where in the world did they get the money from to get
Mhm.
this house or to get this car or to do this? You know what? They're disciplined, and they just organized.
Mhm.
Like Afia explained, you have to be organized. They are very, very organized. They learn to organize their life. They learn to budget themselves, and that's how they're able to make those things happen. You know what I mean? So I would say, don't wait. Act on it now. You just need to have a plan in place, like Afia explained. Just have a strategic plan, and things will go from there. It's not what you have that count. It's the plan that count. So once you have that plan in place that you're gonna do it, and you make that commitment, that's it. That's the beginning. From there, then you can start doing it. And just remember, in the beginning, everything is exciting. In the beginning, like, you full of excitement, whatever you do. So the beginning of spring is exciting. The trees are blooming, the grass are growing. Next thing you know, it start getting hot and stuff. Things start happening, and those leaves start falling. And then what happened? It gets old real quick, because you got to pick all those things up. It's the same way with your income. Like, as it goes on, it might get a little hard. This bill is coming. This thing is, you got this party. You got this event. You got this wedding. You got this baby shower. So now you got to learn to balance things. But don't forget the commitment. Don't forget the
Mhm.
commitment that you made to yourself. To yourself. You had that conversation in the mirror. You looked at yourself. You said, "This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save this." So don't let those distractions get in the way. Don't let that get in the way of your financial freedom, because the little bit that you're doing now, can actually accumulate to something much, much bigger for the future. So don't get distracted. A lot of us fell short on our commitment because we get distracted very easy. So just try not to get distracted by those little things. I would say, when life knock you down, get up. Don't stop and dust your clothes. Dust off while you're moving forward. So you just got to keep it moving. Things will get hard. Life will get in the way. So be it. Just roll with the punches, and then I'm pretty much sure things will get better. Like one of my favorite mentors say, his name is Les Brown, and he always use this term. He said, in life you have to be hungry. You have to be hungry. So just you always gotta have that spirit. Have that spirit as if you're starving. If you're starving, you don't have anything else, so you can put a plan in place. To help support you and your family. You know what I mean? So that is very very important to start doing those things, to start saving. In the race of life, learn to stay in your lane. Learn to stay in your lane. Don't worry about the next person's wallet. Uh, so what they have. So I mean, you know what I mean. So what, they have more money than you. So what, they have a better degree than you. Just focus on your journey. Stay in your lane and run your race. Don't worry about what the next person is doing. Don't try to keep up. What was that saying again? Afia, don't keep up with the Johnsons,
The Joneses. We.
the Joneses. don't try to keep up with the Joneses. You know what I mean? Stay in your lane. Stay. What you have is what you should be focusing on, and just trying to find a way to accumulate that. That should be your main focus. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, listen. It is never too late or too early to start. The worst thing you can do is give up. Don't give up on yourself. I would say don't give up on your dreams. Just keep that fire burning. Just keep it burning. Just steer forward. You know what I mean? That's all you need to do. Just steer forward. And still fear.
That's it. That's it. That is true.
Yes, ma'am.
You always gotta come through with the sermon. The
You
sermon portion of the show.
this is I speak from the heart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically that's just what it is. In order for you to accomplish those things, you have to stay focused. You gotta be committed. Those are the words that's basically the words that came to me today. As I was driving, that's what I felt like will be right to go with, along with saving
Mm-hmm.
and money. Period. Like that. People always saying that money is evil. It's not money that's evil. Money is mentioned in the Bible more than anything else. So if it does, so how can it be evil? It's what we do with the money. Is what we let the money do to us. It's not the money that's the
Mm.
problem.
Mm.
It's
Ooh.
not. You silly. It's not the money that's the problem. You know what I mean? So yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what you gonna leave the people with, since you already just left such a great sermon? What you gonna leave us with to help us think about ourselves?
Okay, I'll leave you guys with a quote. All right, ready?
I'm ready. Lay it on me.
Okay. You can't figure life out, then live life. You have to live life while figuring it out. That's what I'll leave you with.
Whoa.
That's it. That's what I'll leave you guys with for today.
You is not playing, right?
Yeah,
You
man. That's
came to
it.
play. No, I love that. Like, I think that applies to me.
Hey, it applies to us all. I'm telling you. Sometimes you forget, so you got to remind yourself. You gotta.
Yeah, I'm always like, you know what? Let me figure this out, and then I'm gonna. No, you really put me in my place with that quote. Really put me in my place.
Yeah, we gotta look out for each other.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
You know, Seems like we reached the end of our finance episode.
Hmm?
I hope these tips help you, give you a little clarity. If you have anything that you think we missed of how you budget, tips that you use to save money, let us know. Leave us a message. Subscribe to us on YouTube. You can also leave us a message there. And like, comment, subscribe, share the knowledge. I'm pretty sure with the world right now, someone needs to know how they can save that money.
Yes.
All right, well, that's all we have for you guys. We'll catch you guys on another episode of Progress Mindset Podcast.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Later.